Welcome for the session of Stresses and Strain. Today we discuss four number of problems based on Unit 1 Stresses and Strain. It include problems on stapled bar, superposition theorem, elastic constant, and axial stress system. First problem, which is on stapled bar, a member is subjected to a force as shown in figure. Determine the total elongation in member if capital E is equal to 200 gigapascal. Member is given which is subjected to a 50 kilonewton load, which is divided into three parts: first, second, and third. Given data: diameter of first section and third section is equal, that is 20 mm, and diameter of second section D2 is 10 mm. Length of first two sections are similar. L1 is equal to L2 is equal to 1 meter, that is 1000 mm, and L3 is equal to 1.2 meter, that is 1200 mm. Value of E is given 200 GPa. 200 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton per mm square is the conversion. And last, the value of load is 50 kilonewton, that is 50 into 10 raised to power 3. Let us move for the solution. Before moving for the solution, there is important to know the required formula. To calculate the change in length, we have a formula delta L is equal to PL upon E. So we have selected the accurate formula. Delta L is equal to PL upon AE. We can write as here three number of sections are there. So total elongation is delta L, which is the addition of change in length in first section, change in length in second section, and change in length in third section. We can write delta L is equal to PL upon AE 1 plus PL upon AE 2 plus PL upon AE 3, as load and value of Young's modulus is constant for all section, common for all section. So we can take P and P upon E common. So L1 L upon A1 plus L upon A2 plus L upon A3 into P upon A. As P value is known to us, E value is known to us, and length of the members are known. One parameter is remaining, that is area. So we have to calculate the area. A1 is equal to A3 is equal to pi by 4 into d square, as area of diameter of both sections are same. So area is 314.15 mm. A2 is equal to pi by 4 into d2 square. Diameter is 10 mm here. So we get A2 is 78.5 mm square. Let us put this all value. P is 50 into 10 raised to power 3. E is 200 into 10 raised to power 3. L 1000. A1 314.15 plus L 2000. A2 78.5 and A3. L3 is 1000 and A3 is 314.15. Just do this calculation first and multiply with this ratio. We get delta L is equal to 4.69 mm. So this is how problem statement is converted into given data. Choose the appropriate formula, convert the unit properly, and just put the values inside the formula and get the answer. Moving for problems on superposition theorem. This is a question. A member is subjected to system force as shown in figure. Determine the elongation in the member if capital E is equal to 200 gigapascal. Whenever member is subjected to number of forces, it is important to use superposition theorem to solve the numerical. D1 and D3 is 20 mm. Section number 1 and section number 3 same diameter, and D2 is 10 mm. L1, L2 and L3 is constant, that is 1 meter, that is 1000 mm. Value of E is given 200 gigapascal. We want to calculate change in length, so we are selecting the formula. Delta L is equal to PL upon AE. Total change in length is nothing but delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. In this problem, length and value of Young's modulus is common, so we are taking that common. P upon A1 plus P upon A2 plus P upon A3. As we seen, first section is subjected to 50 kilonewton load and 15 kilonewton load. So we are considering the leftmost portion of the member that is subjected to a 50 kilonewton load which is compressive in nature. So we will balance that force like this, 50 kilonewton in this direction and 50 also in this direction. So this is my first value of load, that is P1 is equal to 50 into 10 raised to power 3. Similarly, we are moving for section number 3, which is very easy. Section number 3 is subjected to 10 kilonewton and 25 kilonewton. Now, as for first section, we are considering leftmost portion. For last section, we are considering rightmost portion, that is 10 kilonewton. We are balancing the same load here. So 10 kilonewton at this position, similarly 10 kilonewton at this position. So I get value of P3 also. So it is very easy to calculate the value of first section, load at first section and load at last section. P1 is equal to 50 kilonewton as it is acting at the leftmost portion. P3 is equal to 10 kilonewton which is acting at the rightmost portion. To go for P2, I have to divide this member into two equal parts. So I am dividing this into two equal parts. So I am dividing this member into two equal parts. Either observe left hand portion or right hand portion. If I observe left hand portion, 50 and 25 both are moving in opposite direction. So I have to do the subtraction. 50 minus 15 is 35. So I get value of load 35. Now important thing is that to choose the direction. So value of 50, 50 is bigger in magnitude. So I am taking the direction of 50. So 50 is moving towards the object. So my direction of force is like towards the object, towards the second section. So this is my direction. You can check from right side also. 10 and 25 are moving in same direction. Same direction means we have to do the addition. 25 plus 10, 30. Both are moving in this direction. So force is, we are getting same direction. I have verified the value as well as direction. Let us check. Yes. For second section, load is 35, which is compressive in nature. Area A1 is equal to A3 is equal to 314.15. Similarly, A2 is 78.5 mm square. Just putting these values in the equation, L1E, LE, P and areas I have put it over here. Negative sign indicates that this force is compressive in nature. This negative sign indicates that this load is negative compressive in nature, and this sign indicates that this 35 is in compressive direction. So I'm getting the delta L. First do this calculation and then multiply with this ratio. I get delta L is equal to minus 3.15 mm. Like this, we have to solve the problems on superposition theorem when member is subjected to different loading conditions. Third problem is based on elastic constant. A steel rod 500 mm length is given, 100 mm wide and 50 mm thick, subjected to an axial pull of 60 kN. Find the change in length, change in thickness and change in volume. Take modulus of elasticity 200 giganewton per meter square and Poisson's ratio 0.25. Let us move for the answer. Given data, we can represent these values in terms of diagram. Member of 50 mm, 500 mm length and 100 mm wide as well as 50 mm thick, subjected to a 60 kN axial pull. Value of Poisson's ratio is 0.25. E is 200 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton per mm square. Let us move for the solution. So this is the nice way to reach the problem. These are the set of formula which is available with me to find change in length. So formula is with me, delta L is equal to PL upon AE. So I am selecting that formula, delta L is equal to PL upon AE. PL and E is known to me. Only parameter area is remaining. So area is nothing but width into thickness, 100 into 50, that is 5000 mm. Just put this value in this equation. E is 60 into 10 raised to power 3. Then area and E value is known to me. Just do the calculation. I get delta L is equal to 0.03 mm. My next concern is to find the change in thickness. If I want to find the change in thickness, this is the formula. EL is equal to delta T upon T. I don't know EL value, so I am getting EL from this equation. Mu is equal to EL upon E. But EL and E both are absent here, so I am moving for formula of E. Formula of E is delta L upon L. So delta L is available with me. L is known to me, so I can move for this formula. So this is the right choice for me. I'm putting the value of delta L 0.03 and length is 500 mm. I get E is equal to 6 into 10 raised to minus 5. Let us move for the value of EL. So next formula for me is mu is equal to EL upon E. So I have selected this is as a first formula, this as a second formula, and I am moving for this, that is formula number 3. This I am using that formula 0.25 mu is 6 into 10 raised to minus 5. I get EL 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 5. Once I get EL, just put in this formula. So this is my fourth formula. EL is equal to delta T upon T. EL 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 5. T is given 50 mm. I get delta T is equal to 7.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 mm. So this is my delta L. Change in length. This is change in thickness. Last parameter is remaining, that is change in volume. To calculate the change in volume, I have two formulas. EV is equal to delta V by V and EV is equal to E into 1 minus 2. EV is equal to delta V by V. I will replace here. So my formula delta V by V is equal to E into 1 minus 2 mu. The volume E and mu, all things are known to me. So area into length is nothing but volume, 5000 into 500. E value I have calculated 6 into 10 raised to minus 5. Mu is known to me 0.25. Do this calculation, I get delta V is equal to 75 mm. This is how to solve the problems related to elastic constant. Now problems on axial stress system. Question: a cube of 200 mm side is subjected to the tensile force of 100 kN on all faces. Find the change in volume of cube. Take E as a 200 GPa and Poisson's ratio 0.25. Let us move for the given data. We are representing these words in terms of diagram. Cube is given 200 mm side, which is subjected to 100 kN force on all faces. So 100 kN is the force which is acting on all faces. Side of cube is given, that is 200 mm. E is 100 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton. E is 200 into 10 raised to power 3 Newton per m square. So these are the formulae which are available with me: delta L, EV and EV. Now this is the formula of EV related to triaxial stress system, as this member is subjected to three mutually perpendicular forces acting on these three planes. I am selecting this formula. EV is equal to EX plus EY plus EZ into 1 minus 2 mu. I can rewrite this formula like this. EV I can replace delta V by V, and EX, EY and EZ I can write in terms of sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z upon capital E into 1 minus 2 mu. As you see, P value is equal for all directions. So I can replace this sigma x, sigma y and sigma z by sigma. So delta V by V is nothing but 3 into sigma upon E into 1 minus 2 mu. So sigma is equal to force upon area. Force is 100 into 10 raised to power 3 and area is 200 into 200. So 2.5 Newton per mm square is the value of stress. I am putting these values in the equation. So volume is 200 into 200 into 200 is equal to 3 into 2.5 is sigma. 200 into 10 raised to power 3 is the Young's modulus and maybe 0.25. So first of all, I will calculate this ratio, then multiply with this, and then I get the value of delta V. So delta V is 150 mm. So in this session, we studied problems on stepped bar, on superposition theorem, on elastic constant, and axial stress system. Thank you for patience listening.